Are there martial arts masters, grandmasters, experts that can perform superhuman feats, even things that are seemingly mystical in the eyes of observers? That's been an interesting question for quite some time. I've heard some podcasts and some stations here on YouTube and various other places where there were people who were supposedly debunking some of the exploits of masters, grandmasters, and experts of old, hundreds of years ago, and maybe even thousands of years ago or longer. Is it true that you can perform things that seemingly are inhuman? Well, let's examine a few things that we have evidence of. Can a karate master or practitioner break a board? Most definitely. We've seen it, witnessed it, and I've done it. Can we break multiple boards? Of course. Seen it, witnessed it, and I've done it. Can we break bricks? Yes. Have seen it, witnessed it, and done it. Is that a superhuman feat? No. It's just simply based on physics and the science behind it. If you understand that, then it's not superhuman. All you're doing is going along with how nature is, as it were. I've seen masters, instructors, walk on real glass. Broke the bottle right in front of me, and the audience, they stood on the glass and walked on the glass. I've seen masters lie on a bed of nails. That's pretty common too. And I've seen masters extend their arms and stand in a front stance and have someone smash a long wooden pole or stick across their arm or leg and break it in half. I've even seen masters lie on their back on a bed of nails and have placed on their stomach or abdomen bricks and have those bricks broken with a sledgehammer. So it doesn't sound too far-fetched. I'm sure many people who are in the martial arts or who have watched these things, you know that this is possible. But above and beyond that, are there super feats that you've heard of in the annals of martial arts magazines and publications? Is it possible for a master to walk on water and not sink? Is it possible for a master to walk on snow and not leave footprints? Is it possible for a master to disappear from one point and appear in another point? Is it possible for a master to catch an arrow in the air? Is it possible for a master to extinguish a candle at a distance just by pointing his or her hand? Is it possible for a master to take full punches to their throat or neck and survive and be okay? Is it possible for a master to pierce their skin with a nail or a needle and suspend a bucket of water? Is it possible for a master to sit in a chair and four men take a leg from this chair, hold each leg and lift that person up, or attempt to lift that master up, and can't move the chair until the master wills it? Note the word will. These are just a few questions and a few examples of stories, maybe even observations over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of these things again are based on principles of physics and science. And the difference in the master and the people who are the onlookers is that the master knows the truth behind what he's doing or she's doing, and the onlooker doesn't understand the science behind it. But not in every case. I believe, and I do know, that there are certain feats that masters can perform that do seemingly defy nature and that which is logical in some people's minds and rational. Just because you don't understand something doesn't mean that it's not possible, and it doesn't mean that it can't happen and doesn't happen. There are some people that are in this thing we call martial arts or martial science who don't share certain secrets. Is it unreasonable to believe that there's a God in the heavens that is responsible for all things that exist and that are living, and we are a product of that same God? Is that impossible to believe? There are people out there who believe this, that there's a God, a creator, a most high. So if you can believe that this supreme being is responsible for all that is and has even created us, if we, his created, are here as a result of his omnipotence, his power, then why would it be impossible to perform some of those things that I just mentioned, and even beyond that? And again, just because you don't understand how it works and why it works doesn't mean that it doesn't work, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. We've never seen the Creator face to face, in person, but we believe that he exists, don't we? So don't doubt what you seem to believe is the impossible. Okay, maybe we haven't graduated enough intellectually. Maybe we are not worthy to know some things about our universe and our world. Maybe we're just simply limited in our knowledge. I personally believe that a man can extend his hand in front of another man at a distance 6 foot or further and cause that man to lose his balance and fall backwards. I believe that's possible. I believe a man can point his hand at a candle at a distance as well and disturb the flame. I believe that's possible. Now, people can say, well, it's the wind or what have you. I'm talking about where there is no wind. I believe that men have levitated. Go do your due diligence and your research. In India, yogis, Hindus have been known to levitate. That means rise from the ground, sitting in a lotus position. Do you believe in that? Or do you not believe it because you've never witnessed it? Think about this for a moment. Okay? None of us, not one of us, after we've been born and after we have grown into an adult, none of us can stop ourselves from dying, can we? There's something greater than us on the other side. This is just some food for thought. Great masters do still exist, and they can perform great feats. Maybe we are just simply not worthy of having it exposed and or exploited in a world that is as corrupt as the one that we're in fear that it would be, that knowledge that is, the knowledge would be abused. That was it, and that was all. But before I close, I'm going to say this. Everybody's out here in our world, good, bad, and ugly. Everybody doesn't need to know everything. Some things are best kept to one's self. It's This is Brother Teacher. Let me know what you think about this video and this question. Till next time.